Good morning. Today is May 10, 2022. Welcome back. It's Yaakov with MDL Real Estate. Today I'm going to discuss and share with you my thoughts about the current market trends. We've been very spoiled, fortunate enough, especially for home sellers. I don't know if it's so much for home buyers actually, unfortunate for home buyers, but sellers were getting anything they wanted in terms of pricing, in terms of the speed of selling their home, and in terms of having competition when they listed the property for sale. However, Zillow predicted earlier this year that we will still see double-digit gains for 2022 when we already have seen double-digit gains for year 2020 and 2021. Now you have to ask yourself initially, is this sustainable when we see properties double in price in a matter of 2 to 3 years? It's something that was never in history. However, obviously with rates reaching 6% currently as I post this video, you may ask yourself and you may reevaluate if what Zillow was calling earlier this year may turn out to be true. I don't think anybody would think that way at this point where we are now. Now, going forward, the question is, will rates stay where they are? Will they pull back or will they go even higher? There is a lot of opinions in regards to where rates are going to go. And the truth is, nobody knew that we were going to be at 6% now, and nobody knows we were going to be in a month or two from now. So that's really speculating the market. However, as a home seller, we do see that about 15% homeowners dropped their listing price recently. That means that sellers are no longer getting what they wanted or more as they used to get in the last year or two. As for home buyers, it's somewhat challenging in terms of inventory. There isn't really much added inventory, so it doesn't really give leverage to a buyer in terms of negotiating a price. I can't say that it's yet a buyer's market. However, qualifying a buyer, there are a lot of active contracts, unfortunately, that are falling through the cracks. We had borrowers applying for their loans. They did not lock their mortgage rate initially when applying, and since rates moved forward in such a quick time and so much, a lot of buyers became disqualified during their loan application process. So a lot of these listings obviously are coming back to the market, unfortunately, for sellers. Now, a lot of sellers are getting desperate, especially those kind of sellers are getting desperate because they had a plan to have closed already on their home sale. A buyer that's buying a typical median average home that's priced at $800,000, if he were to look for financing of 75%, as of a year ago or less than a year ago, he was looking at 2.75 or 3%. He would be paying about $2,400 in principal interest plus about $1,000, let's say, for tax and insurance. That totaled to about $3,400. Whereas a buyer that's looking at the same kind of transaction now, that particular buyer would have to pay $3,500 in principal interest plus $1,000 tax and insurance. On average, that's $4,500. That being said, that same buyer that may have qualified for the loan last year would qualify for that same type of loan only if he shows additional $2,400 to $2,600 a month. And the question is, how many buyers meet that income criteria? Now, 80% buyers are looking for financing. That doesn't mean that luxury property where there are all cash buyers looking at those properties, and if it's something spectacular, won't sell at a premium price. However, do your own due diligence and do your own research. I'm not making any recommendations. I'm just sharing actual facts that's going on in the market now. Obviously, for things to really play out, we need a few things to happen from here going forward. We need the rates to stay the same for that to create a dent in the market for sellers. And also, it's too soon to see really the ripple effects from the high rates, because as I post this video, we still have a lot of loans or transactions that we are closing where buyers went into contract 2-3 months ago and they did lock the rate initially. So they did still benefit from the low rates that we were offering 2-3 months ago in the 3% range. So for that to pan out and to play out, we need to give it another 2-3 months, see where rates are going to be standing then and how the market will react. Obviously, there's a supply and demand issue. Also, we don't yet see glut of inventory, which is another thing that gets buyers leverage over negotiating a better price. I hope you find this information intuitive and informative. And if you have any questions, please feel free to DM me 646-339-5358. Thanks for watching and have a great day.